Homage to all the Buddhas who are present in their glory at this assembly. Homage to the Dharma which is present in its glory at this assembly. Homage to all the Sangha who are present in their glory at this assembly. Namu Tabu. Namu Dharma Namu
Thank you, Reverend Cholmin, for leading us the homage to the three precious ones to get us started tonight. So we will commence with our 15 minutes of seated meditation. Things have never declared themselves empty, nor do they declare themselves form. They do not declare themselves right, wrong, defiled, or pure. Nor is there a mind that binds and fetters people. We'll chant the Gatha on opening the sutras. This Dharma, incomparably profound and minutely subtle, is rarely encountered even in hundreds of thousands of millions of ages. Now we see it, hear it, hold, and maintain it. May we completely realize the true mind of all Buddhas. Okay, relax. It's going to be a special evening. Our old Dharma brother from our fellow East Mountain Sangha, Scudder Falls Zen, Jonson Sunmin Miller has joined us to give the talk tonight.
Glad to be here after so long, like 6 months or something. I think I came in December last. Um, and hope to be here with you all a bit more this summer. Well, in this crowd, I guess don't have to say much to make the point about the Four Noble Truths being pretty essential teachings in Buddhism. We all get that. Dukkha, origins, dukkha, cessation, and the way to that is the Noble Eightfold Path. So we get that, and probably all of us here have read it a million times, that suffering may not be the best or the comprehensive translation of dukkha, dissatisfaction, distress, discomfort, that sort of thing. Though in case maybe you're not familiar with this, the fourfold formulation of the Four Noble Truths comes from ancient Indian medical practice, where you identify the illness, or you identify the symptoms, figure out their origins, figure out if it can be cured, and if so, how. And so here, of course, Siddhartha diagnosing the illness of dukkha that we all suffer from, and its origins, and craving and grasping that cessation is possible, and that's again the Noble Eightfold Path is the cure. So I want to talk about the first noble truth, dukkha, but not the sort of dukkha, like, the bad things that people do to us, or arising from various circumstances, but rather dukkha as part of the human condition, the fundamental human experience. Some of you must know that I like occasionally reading stuff from neuroscience, because here, probably every book I've ever read on neuroscience cites Buddhists at one point or another, because we've been spending 2,500 years observing things like consciousness, just observing how the mind works, right? So there's a lot of data there, a lot of insights that they always point to. But I like looking at neuroscience as well, because here we are, like, observing things, right? But there's all the stuff going on behind the scenes that we can't see or observe, that neuroscientists can get at. So I like check out what they figured out coming from the other end of things. Well, there's this one evolutionary neuroscientist, so like Antonio Damasio, and what he's written a lot about is the evolution of a sense of self. So a relevant topic. And he argues, or studying like different evolution of organisms and so forth, and the sense of self, figures that the key thing in the development of sense of self in terms of its evolution wasn't consciousness, but feeling. And that he sees that the sense of self resides really in the torso, this is where so much of the crucial sorts of feeling is based. And so through feeling things, we locate ourselves as the center of our experiences. So, you get just, feeling your skin, right? You get this bounded experience in the world. And so, all the directional senses, they're pointing back to that bounded experience. And so here we all are as the center of the cosmos. And that this creates a boundary between self and other. So I am hungry. So that feeling, the hunger feeling, it's a literal feeling. I am hungry, or it is threatening me, right? So this get the sense of separation. Um, and also, and so this applies to dogs, anything that has a sense of self, right? It's not just Dukkha is not just for people, for humans. He also talks about that system there with feeling as a homeostatic system, where that we possess a whole bunch of systems, he argues, that are sort of like thermostats. If the temper you wanted a certain temperature in the house, and if it drops too low, the furnace kicks on and warms it up. It gets too hot, the air conditioning kicks on, brings it back to where you want to be. So this feeling of hunger arises, creates this distress. You go and you do something about it, eat, brings it back up to base level, or maybe in like some joy. Maybe you overeat and you create a new form of discomfort, and then you just got to sit around and wait for it to digest and go away to bring it back. Thirst, sexual craving, like you name it. Like there's all like dozens probably of these different systems all operating the same time, and so you got all these shifts going on in the homeostatic system, creating all sorts of distresses and pleasures. Um, and this is, so think about the skandhas, right? The five skandhas. This is how, which I mean, I think are one of the most important observations or models that early Buddhists came up with. Form, feeling tones, perception, habit patterns, consciousness. And so think about the feeling tones skandha, right? That there's um, which is like that the root of the emergence of craving. So this feeling tone, this is pleasurable, neutral, not pleasurable, right? There's those three that we're taught in the Satipatthana Sutra um, to to look for and observe, which of those three is going on at any moment. So you think about those feeling tones. It seems like the skandhas were like with the teaching of the skandhas, they're sort of observing a similar sort of thing that Damasio is then observing as well. That it's not just the same word feeling being used. I mean, talk about not quite the same thing, but you think about that. This feeling tones like, oh, okay, here's distress, here's neutral, here's this pleasurable thing. It can be in terms of hunger. Oh, here's this distress, and oh, I ate that. That's real good, right? It's constant fluctuation. You got all these things going on at the same time. And so if we look at those little distresses that occur, with hunger or whatever, so here, I mean, those little distresses count as dukkha, right? And so, I mean, dukkha is our constant companion, and thank goodness that it is, right? Because why did all those things, like things like hunger and thirst, develop? Well, to make us go out and do something about it so we don't die, right? Or a sex drive, right? So that we reproduce. I mean, these are really fundamental things. Without them, they evolved because they're helpful to keep us alive and to keep us procreating, right? And so that those constant series of little, the feeling tones going on, this constant dukkha, inherent in any being that has a sense of self. Um, and so, I think First Noble Truth in this way, it's not a statement of, well, I mean, we all, all of us here get this, it's not life is suffering, right? We get that, but it's also not this banal recognition that like, oh, people do really horrible things to each other, or, oh, I bumped my arm and that hurts, right? It's that it's actually the First Noble Truth. It's actually this incredibly profound insight into the experience of any beings with a self, that it is fundamental to the experience, um, the experience of self. Um, and of course, this isn't just a sort of theory like, oh, isn't that interesting, right? But I think examining those constant flux, like again the Satipatthana Sutra tells us, go look for, observe the feeling tones and which of the three kinds that it is. So in like the seven limbs of awakening, right? First one's mindfulness. The second one is investigation, right? Go and investigate. Don't just observe like, oh, I'm hungry, right? It's, investigate where the feeling tone's going on. Where's this come from? How am I responding to this? And so if we come to see even these small daily, this constant sort of dukkha, um, really investigating this, that this, well, that it is something personal to experience, to investigate, and whether it's these more things that really sorts of dukkha that should be translated as suffering, or this more sort of constant thing, recognizing this as our constant experience, this then can be on the basis for stronger empathy with other folks, or for really convincing experience to really take refuge in the three jewels, recognizing that the other refuges are insufficient and that it's the three jewels are the satisfactory refuge because of this. The fundamental nature of having a self is so fundamentally tied to dukkha. And so, of course, this investigation, this can become the springboard for the the intense um, commitment that's necessary for awakening.
Thank you, brother. So we'll go back and have another 15 minutes of meditation. Inherent nature cannot be named. Originally, it is not mundane, nor is it holy. It is neither defiled nor pure. It is not empty or existent either, and it is not good or bad. So we will go ahead and chant the Heart Sutra in English. Mahaprajna Paramita Hridaya Sutra Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, when practicing deeply the Prajna Paramita, perceives that all five skandhas are empty and is safe from all suffering and distress. Shariputra, form does not differ from emptiness. Emptiness does not differ from form. That which is form is emptiness. That which is emptiness, form. The same is true of feelings, perceptions, impulses, consciousness. Shariputra, all dharmas are marked with emptiness. They do not appear or disappear, are not tainted or pure, do not increase or decrease. Therefore in emptiness, no form, no feelings, perceptions, impulses, consciousness, no eyes, no ears, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no color, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, no object of mind, no realm of eyes, and so forth, until no realm of mind consciousness, no ignorance, and also no extinction of it, and so forth, until no old age and death, and also no extinction of it, no suffering, no origination, no stopping, no path, no cognition, also no attainment, nothing to attain. The Bodhisattva depends on Prajna Paramita, and the mind is no hindrance. Without any hindrance, no fears exist. Far apart from every perverted view, one dwells in nirvana. In the three worlds, all Buddhas depend on Prajna Paramita and attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. Therefore know that Prajna Paramita is the great transcendent mantra, is the great bright mantra, is the utmost mantra, is the supreme mantra, which is able to relieve all suffering and is true, not false. So proclaim the Prajna Paramita mantra. Proclaim the mantra which says Gate Gate Para Gate Parasam Gate Bodhisvaha. Gate Gate Para Gate Parasam Gate Bodhisvaha. Gate Gate Para Gate Parasam Gate Bodhisvaha. So, let us do some personal dedications of merit. I've got maybe 2 or 3, and then I'll open it up for anybody who wants to join in. All sentient beings are one seamless body and pass quickly from birth to death. We remember those who cared for us and are gone, those who are ill, those who are at war, who are hungry, and who are in pain. May they heal and have peace. We especially dedicate our service to Mike Gingy Wood, Brian Unger, the members of the Sheridan family suffering from cancer, all those suffering from man-made and not man-made disasters wherever they may be. Would anybody else like to jump in? Jonson.
Ollie.
Any others?
Quentin.
Any others?
Special one. Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Mylin Pham, right? Okay. And any others?
Special one towards people in Palestine, all those in prison, and anybody anywhere fighting against places of bondage, whether they be called Cop City, Alligator Alcatraz, checkpoints in Gaza. Thank you.
And any others?
Dedication to all 8 billion and counting of our brothers and sisters, all the countless and nameless animals from which we share this planet with, the family of Jesse Mae Iverson.
All Buddhas, all beings in the 10 directions, subject to the greed, hatred, and delusions of themselves and others. All Buddhas throughout space and time, all honored ones, Bodhisattva, Mahasattvas, wisdom beyond wisdom, Maha Prajna Paramita. And we'll do the loving kindness meditation. May I be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to me. May no difficulties come to me. May I have a calm and peaceful mind. May I have patience, insight, courage, and compassion in meeting the challenges of life. May my parents be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they have a calm and peaceful mind. May they have patience, insight, courage, and compassion in meeting the challenges of life. May my teachers be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they have a calm and peaceful mind. May they have patience, insight, courage, and compassion in meeting the challenges of life. May family members and relatives be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they have a calm and peaceful mind. May they have patience, insight, courage, and compassion in meeting the challenges of life. May friends and acquaintances be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they have a calm and peaceful mind. May they have patience, insight, courage, and compassion in meeting the challenges of life. May unfriendly people and my enemies be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they have a calm and peaceful mind. May they have patience, insight, courage, and compassion in meeting the challenges of life. May unknown persons be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they have a calm and peaceful mind. May they have patience, insight, courage, and compassion in meeting the challenges of life. May all beings, with form and without form, visible, invisible, born or coming to birth, large and small, from the highest realm of existence to the lowest, be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they have a calm and peaceful mind. May they have patience, insight, courage, and compassion in meeting the challenges of life. Let's do our faith in practice vow. I will never retreat and will be firm in my mind in this correct Dharma. I will escape from the samsaric cycle of birth and death and definitely will see my original face. I will be sure to inherit the life of insight of the Buddha and save all sentient beings. And since we are close to a full moon, let's do the repenting from 10 evil actions. This moment I repent from the serious transgressions of taking any life, taking things not giving, misconduct done in lust, false speech, taking intoxicants to produce heedlessness, discussing the faults of others, praising my own works, clinging and stinginess, wrathful anger, and slandering the 3 jewels. May all offenses accumulated during hundreds of eons now be truly consumed in an instant, as fire burns dry grass, extinguishing all things until nothing remains. Our offenses have no self-nature, but arise only from our minds. If our minds are extinguished, then our offenses too will be destroyed. When both our minds and offenses are extinguished, and both are seen to be empty, this is termed the true repentance. And Brother Hangdal, would you care to lead us in the gratitude gatha?
The spiritual source shines clearly in the light. The branching streams flow on in the dark. Infinite realms of light and dark convey the Buddha mind. Birds and trees and stars and we ourselves come forth in perfect harmony. We practice and recite this for all beings in grateful thanks to our many guides along the way.
We'll recite the 4 great bodhisattva vows. Sentient beings are numberless. We vow to help them all. Delusions are countless. We vow to see through them all. Opportunities to awaken are infinite. We vow to embrace them all. The Buddha way is endless. We vow to embody it. And we'll close out. Life and death are of supreme importance. Time passes swiftly by, and opportunities to awaken are easily lost. Strive to realize your true nature, and do not squander your time by night or day.